Hey, my adult Scorpios, 18 plus reading for you. Yes, it could be very sexual, but that doesn't mean it has to be. I am using the Decameron Tarot, so I won't be able to really show you all these pictures or cards of what's on the card pictures. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being patient. I have been feeling slightly better today, so I decided to come on here and do a few adult readings because I got a little bit inspired in a sense. So either way, take what resonates, and let's find out what's going on with you. In essence, we have the 10 of batons, the 10 of wands. Some stress factors, some dissatisfying feelings, not feeling fulfilled in some way, lots of burdens, lots of weight on your shoulders at this time. It could be the fact that you could be putting on, like if you're a masculine energy, or even if you're the feminine energy, whatever you are this time, Scorpio, is talking to you, Scorpio, you're putting a lot of effort into something, okay? You could be really tired. You could have had a whole day full of work, chores, doing all the cleaning, doing all the things you're supposed to be doing, all the errands, running around, whatever. Still come home and still have to do all the other extra stuff in the bedroom when it comes down to you and your partnership, right? Because I have a masculine doing all the work here and I also have a feminine doing all the work here. So, yeah, whether you're a Scorpio feminine or masculine, it doesn't really matter, but you're definitely feeling like you're doing all the work. There's a Pisces and the Sagittarius. It's energy here. You're obviously very, an exciting person. You're very, you like to be excited, you like to feel good, you like to be turned on before something happens. Maybe there's just something that's not giving you that type of satisfaction, and it just gets to the point instead of doing anything to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? You just get straight to it. No preheating of the oven type of situation when it comes to it. That's the feeling I'm getting with these two specifically. You're just feeling really disappointed. You're not really feeling really fulfilled in that way. I mean, there's something that you definitely want to be talking to your partner about. Another issue could be that there's somebody who just always wants to get it on so fast that not even all the clothes can come off type of feeling. And that is a lot to do with the sexual impact here. But the other energies I'm feeling is that somebody's actually very emotional. And there is a lot of things that they're carrying within them, but they're not really expressing these emotions. And it's kind of like failing to express your burdens to your partner type of feeling, or failing to seek some kind of support or assistance within what's happening, and that's a sensation of depression. Like both these cards are very depressed feelings. Okay, but we'll keep going. Like I said, it can be very sexual and it can be very just any other aspect of life, really. Like the flower of life is how I see life. All the circles inside the flower of life connect to something that's specifically a certain aspect of emotion, of mental, of physical, of financial, of spiritual, of sexual, of connections, relationships, past, present, future things, everything. So anyway, here's the two of Pentacles here in the reverse, and I definitely was Capricorn, right? And I know for a fact that Capricorn energy, Saturn's in retrograde energy right now. So a lot of people could be like, all the hard work that they're doing, they're finally really done putting in a lot of that effort and time. Okay, and I know that's a very true factor, especially for myself, especially with relationships from the past. I probably could have gone forever until the Saturn retrograde happened, and now I'm really starting to see, I don't want to pour into people's cups. That's going to waste my energy. They're not going to give back to me. They're not going to use my energy for anything good. I want to give to the people that are going to reciprocate my energy, pour into my cup as much as I pour into theirs, and pour into others as well. Okay, they're not wasting the energy. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? You're kind of going through a phase of your life right now where you're kind of really fed up of doing everything and not having to tango as only you with a dead body weight tango in. Okay, and that's kind of like you don't want to juggle that anymore, because you definitely feel like you bit off more than you could chew, and you've overextended yourself to a fault at this point, Capricorn. All right, let's see. Yeah, the sun's in the reverse too, which is definitely a sensation of depression, not having it. You're not having it anymore. You're really you're done faking your happiness overall. That's the feeling of this energy. And you know what? You do deserve somebody who also reciprocates the same energy, also gives to you. It could be even the fact that you don't really even want to get it on one night and somebody's enforcing that. They're wanting you to do it. You know what I mean? Or they make you feel guilty if you don't, so you end up doing it anyway, that kind of thing, right? But you're want a relationship where, it doesn't matter if you have sex every single night, as long as you're communicating, connecting, cuddling, enjoying each other's company, that warm sensation that you get together, that's a strengthening of the bond as well. Yes, sexual chemistry is nice, but the rest of it's better. Okay, and I feel like this is that energy. You're just kind of really starting to see what you were wanting more of instead of less of. Okay? Even on the bottoms, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which is definitely like throwing in the towel, wanting to give up and give in, no longer surrendering the relationship, surrendering the situation. Okay? You got the Ace of Pentacles. You want a new beginning. It could be a new beginning. I don't feel like it's with this person, but you could try. You could be trying to get a new beginning with this person and opening up and telling them all the things you need to tell them, that you're depressed about this. You're not really getting satisfied with this. You're very disappointed with this, whatever it may be. I want a new beginning. I want to try to wipe the slate clean. Try again. Let's try again. Let's try to do it again. Or it could be the fact that you just really want to do it with somebody else. A new relationship, new everything. And coordinate it to your own liking, in a sense of just being open and blunt about everything you do want in the beginning, and then not allowing yourself to miss out on any opportunities or chances to get what you deserve and what you desire and whatnot. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in that sense, Capricorn's heavy. Leo's here, Chinese your monkey. We just left Leo season. There was a lot of times during Leo season that you guys were definitely feeling these energies, and now you're starting to see in Virgo season that there's different perspectives to be looking at, and there is more options out there than you've allowed yourself to believe in the past. Okay? And I do feel like this is something you're definitely trying to manifest, because you are tired of somebody, for sure. There's the Three of Swords, right? But it's in the reverse. I'll show you that one because it's not really anything bad. Obviously, he's peeking in, right? So wherever you end up going, because I have the energy of the Nave, or the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So if you leave somebody behind, and I don't care if you're the masculine or feminine, just because it's a Queen of Wands doesn't mean it has to be a feminine energy. You could be a feminine walking away from a masculine, but this energy is coming out to be somebody who would be very jealous, very, I don't think they're very coordinated individuals, but I don't even know how to be coordinated enough to really be jealous, but they will be when they find out you end up with someone new, that kind of thing. Others of you, if you try to make it work with this person, they could just start showing you signs of insecurities, signs of the fact that they really can't handle all things at once. And maybe at one point they try to talk like themselves up and say, oh yeah, I can do all this, I can handle all that, I can deal with all this, la di di da. And then here comes to say now they can't do what they were saying before, right? Actions definitely speak louder than words, and this person was full of a lot of words, meaningless words. Words just make themselves look better, and only in that time frame and only in that moment. Now they didn't probably think it would last as long as it has with you or something, right? And I feel like, yeah, they could be obsessed with you too, and that could be a problem. But like, they're not really respecting you is the thing, right? And like with the Three of Swords in the reverse, it's like this person has a lot of repressed emotions and is really deep, and they just don't allow themselves to really speak about it. But I feel like you were able to overcome the worst by opening up and saying what you really need to say. So if it ends the relationship, it ends the relationship. So what? You'll find someone else out there. Like I said, there's more options out there anyway. But if you guys seem to maybe make it work, it could work, but you never know if it will last forever, that kind of feeling. I want you guys to have a relationship in your life that you know is going to actually last. Now I'm going to tell you, though, you have to use your own discernment, and you have to listen to your intuition when it comes to this, because everybody deserves to be in your life in because everybody that entered into your life was the right person at the time. They do change over time, and then they end up exiting out of your life because they are no longer the right person for you. And sometimes you have to allow the whatever to play out. But if you're the one that's in control of the destiny, you get to say whether or not that you want to try again or not. And if you didn't get to learn all the things you needed to learn with that person, it could be later down the road, and that could be, everybody has a different timeline. Everybody has to live on their own specific, means, really. So I mean, this could go any which way for all of you in that sense, but I do see like it is a sensation of you really being upset and depressed. Maybe you needed someone to recognize that, or even just a sense of being reassured that you're not crazy, that you actually feel like this. And that's okay too, because you know what? Strength's in the reverse on the bottom. I just feel like you have been feeling weak and vulnerable to some situations. So let's get a little bit of actual tarot in here. If I were to, I see like a lot of the hard work by somebody specifically. Somebody's always doing a lot of hard work, and then there's somebody creeping. There could be somebody creeping on you guys now, like very sad and whatnot. I do see you want success and victory. You want to be recognized. You've been having bad luck with that. You're a very loving, diplomatic, you go beyond your head and your heart type of individual. You're very fair, and you try to see everybody's side, You're a very wonderful person, Scorpio. There's just a lot of negative energy. You just don't want to be a part of it. Now, because I see the Page of Swords came in the reverse, negative energy, evil eye, malicious gossip, people that are just not minding their own business, really. Then you got the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and that's the sensation that you just want to give in, you want to throw in the towel, you don't want to deal with it anymore. Maybe you feel like a lot of the negative energy has come from this person, or maybe just the way that you've been feeling has caused you to feel a lot of negativity because this person's actions, because this person hasn't listened, because this person isn't respecting you. You know, that's kind of where negative energies and emotions come from. It's like you could be like a totally happy person, everything's great, everything's good, but then you meet somebody and yeah, you're a happy person. That person notices how happy you are, and you know, they're pretty much a miserable one, right? And they only want what they want specifically, so they won't really allow themselves to like reveal their entire hand to you of what they really have intentions of and whatnot. They'll manipulate and they'll say what they want to say, and then they get you, right? They trap you. It's like fishing, really. Like you put a certain bait on, you're gonna probably get that fish, okay? And that's wrong for sure. It is. It's very wrong in a lot of ways, but you guys got to use your discernment when it comes to it for sure. But this is just something that you just can't stand. People who act like there's something they're not and get you to be fooled. And that's why sometimes we have to be the fool so we can understand and learn from that so we don't ever become the fool again. Okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So don't allow yourself to be the one that is shamed on, because you know you would know better now, right? That's all about the awareness. Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, judgment reigns upon this situation. Judgment, Virgo. Virgo season happening. Virgo's energy is giving you all the ability really to reckon with yourself, to reflect upon the things that we just talked about, really, because you've been really already contemplating, but you've been so in this mindset of upset and worry that you weren't able to have a really clear, focused viewpoint. Now you have an ability to have more of a clear focus of what you can do and what you have the awareness of now to be able to put into action for yourself. And even if you don't do anything, at least you now know you have the awareness of what it is that you needed to know. Okay? Like I said, not every reading is like sexual, even though they're adults. It's just I'm talking to the adult Leos. I'm just talking to you guys that are adults. That's it. You know, and I know most of you are already, but it's just more of a factor that I can get more of this out. Some of them really play out well. Some of them play out more of a really deeper, darker part of people, and that's okay, because that's something about sexuality. People always kind of freak out because it's supposed to be what, private or whatever, but it really does need to be talked about more, because a lot of people end up being more private and causing it to be like Lilith, okay, storing all them deep dark desires and secrets and stuff away. So you don't want all that. You want to be able to actually flow with all of the things and all of the parts inside you. Okay, sexual messages first, of course. Let's see what we got first, and just take them as they resonate for you, okay? One came through. I want to play with you romantically while I ride that sweet tide. Hype it up in the bedroom. So start to hype it up more. Do something more frisky, or maybe even more risky. I don't know. Foreplay is on someone's mind. It seems to be that thing. Foreplay is in one of these pictures. Just one, so maybe two. Okay, two. I really was trying to shuffle them to get one more. What's your fantasy, Ludicrous? What's your fantasy? I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move to the bed, down to the floor. Someone is being such a kiss ass. Eye roll. Somebody's eye rolling. You're being a kiss. Fatherly energy. You could be a father. You could be dealing with a baby daddy. You could be dealing with something that happened within your father's situation. That could have been something that happened along the lines that maybe that's one of the problems that happened, is you didn't really get that security from your father, and you ended up having that really out of whack sensation of how you go about specific guys, whatever it may be. Okay? Anyway, maybe that's who's being a kiss ass. I don't know. Have a great rest of your day. I hope this helped in any way. You guys are the best, and thank you again.